Merry Christmas and welcome to VHS Voyage, where we're on a journey to find, watch, and discuss movies on VHS we've never seen or never knew existed. I'm Matt.
I'm Devin.
Today's episode, we're going to talk about
Santa with muscles.
All right, everybody, Merry Christmas yet again, and we are going to be talking about the very first Christmas-themed movie on the channel. Also, this is the most expensive, this is the most money I've ever spent on a VHS tape because I bought it sealed because I wanted to make sure that it worked. Before we start talking about the movie, Devin, hit us with any little bits of facts or information.
Yeah, this is directed by John Merlowski. It stars Hulk Hogan, Don Stark, and Mila Kunis is her first ever acting role. What is up with us having that 70s show actors? Don Stark, the elf guy, is Donna's dad, and he was in another movie we watched, the movie with the condom slingshot. Mila Kunis, the Eric's dad.
You're right.
We've almost got the entire that 70s shows cast going. Here's the weirdest thing I noticed about this movie. The poster, these two guys aren't even in the movie.
Wait, is that not the two guys that he...
Not at the beginning, no.
The two guys that were stealing the money that he beat up?
That's not them.
Really?
No.
Well, who the hell are these guys?
There's two random men on the cover that have nothing to do with the movie. This is widely regarded as one of the worst Christmas movies. Like in the trivia, it was just like on every list of the worst Christmas movies. Yeah. Actually, this is the weirdest fact. This movie is produced by Jordan Belfort.
Help me out here.
That's the dude from Wolf of Wall Street. The guy, the actual guy.
Really?
Jordan Belfort.
What?
Yeah.
It opens up with a kid at an orphanage writing a letter to Santa because there's a bad man on the hill. They think he's going to do something bad. His name's Mr. Frost. The kid thinks Mr. Frost is going to take away the orphanage, so she writes a letter to Santa. Then we get introduced to Hulk Hogan's character. His name is Blake Thorne. He is like the richest man in the area, and he's like this real just kind of a douchebag, like thinks he can do whatever he wants. You think that he's like an army man and he's like infiltrating, doing recon on this place, and he's like fighting all the people that work there, and it's like super ridiculous and super over the top. Then you come to find out that's actually his staff, and he was just beating the shit out of them.
He's like preparing them for a mission. Yeah. He's like, one day there's going to be a mission.
Yeah, it's really weird. He decides that he wants to play paintball with them, and they play paintball while they're driving vehicles. They pass the cop chases them. Hulk Hogan's character ends up going to a mall to try to escape the police. There's supposed to be a Santa at the mall that hasn't arrived yet for kids to visit with. Hulk Hogan finds Santa's dressing room, dresses up as Santa. He ends up getting like in a garbage chute to escape from them, and he ends up falling down the garbage chute. And I guess in the process of him falling down the garbage chute, he hits his head and he gets amnesia.
Oh, no! Another drunk mall Santa.
And forgets that he is Blake Thorne, the rich guy, and the elf. He convinces him that he's Santa Claus because he stole his wallet, and the elf is trying to manipulate him because he needs to get his thumbprint so that he can steal all of his money from his credit card. He sees an ad for the orphanage, and he's like, I want to go to this orphanage. Finds out that there's only 3 kids left at the orphanage, and there's this rich guy named Mr. Frost that's like buying up all the properties in the neighborhood, forcing everybody out. There's this ridiculous, the first time he goes to the orphanage, there's this kind of ridiculous scene. The henchmen show up, they tie a rope to a statue, and they pull a statue down and start dragging it down the road, and Hulk Hogan runs out there, and he grabs the rope and stops the vehicle.
Quietly moving.
What is he, Goku from Dragon Ball Z?
No, he's Santa. What do you mean? Santa has powers, dog. You think he just gets those reindeer and that slave in the air? He's freaking Santa, dude.
This hat is hot. I'm taking it off. I'm going to put it right here so that you guys can still see it. Hulk Hogan's drinking a glass of milk, and Larry the elf is like, oh yeah, because he puts his thumb on the glass. And
yeah, because he's like in awe. He's like, I got the fingerprint, and like it goes into slow motion. Yeah.
Yeah, which first of all, a fingerprint scanner is not going to be able to scan a fingerprint off of a glass.
Well, I thought what he was going to do is he was going to like get the fingerprint off the glass. Right. But no, he literally takes the glass to the finger.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest thing ever.
Leonard, you are a genius.
I'm sorry. That is your right thumb. Please place your left thumb on the scanner.
What's up with the crystals?
You eventually find out why Mr. Frost wants the orphanage. There's some catacombs under the orphanage. There's a vault door under there. Somehow Hulk Hogan knows how to the rest of the code to the door.
Did you notice the code was just intervals of 8?
So he knows how to open the vault door. They open the vault door, him and all the kids, and there's like a bunch of crystals in there, and these crystals can apparently explode. Hey.
Dude, that feels like the most on-the-fly written thing ever.
Yeah, yeah.
There's crystal, like some kind of fantasy land under this orphanage, just full of crystals.
And I guess Mr. Frost wants to get down there so he can sell them and make a fortune or something. Santa with Muscles has another run-in with Dr. Blight. Dr. Blight was running from him in the orphanage. He goes up to the top of the tower. They get in this fight at the top of the tower. And then some animatronic Santa moves and knocks him off of the tower. And he falls down into a garbage truck that just happened to be driving by. And then he wakes up back in his mansion and he no longer has amnesia.
Dude, that's how amnesia works. When you get so concussed that your brain no longer works, you just hit your head as hard as something again to fix it.
That's the cure.
It's like when the Coke is coming out of the vending machine and it's stuck and you just slam your head into it.
Orphanage.
The big twist, bro. The big twist, dude.
You find out, and this just comes out of nowhere.
Makes no sense.
There's literally nothing in the movie that hints to this at all.
There is one thing.
Yeah? What is it?
The old man at the orphanage like goes up to Hulk Hogan like halfway through the movie and goes, I'm glad you finally found your way, and then just walks off.
He goes to save the old man at the orphanage, and the old man's like, you used to be a kid here. And Mr. Frost was your best friend. He was also a kid here.
Explain to me how over Hulk Hogan's 40 years of life, he forgot he was an orphan that was adopted.
You grew up here. Look. Is that me? There's more. You see the boy sitting right next to you? He was your best friend, Edna Frost.
Is it a terrible movie? Yes, it's not a great movie, but I didn't hate it. Like, I didn't hate it. Like, I didn't feel what I felt while watching Evil Alien Conquerors.
Well, that's no movie you've ever seen ever. Like, you're trying to compare it to the worst movie you've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right.
I would have liked it more if he was actually Santa, bro.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
No, oh my God. You know what this movie should have been?
What?
Okay, same premise.
Yeah.
He's actually Hulk Hogan, okay?
Okay.
At the time, he would have been in WCW. This would have been like NWO time.
Yeah.
The movie's about he's like in a wrestling match in like Santa gear, and he gets his head hurt in a wrestling match. So now Hulk Hogan thinks he's Santa.
Yeah.
It would have been way better if he just played himself.
Yeah.
And like he's trying to get back to WCW or whatever, and like, you know.
Yeah.
That would have been way better.
You could have had cameos from other wrestlers.
Bro, Goldberg, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash could have been there. Sting, dude. It would have basically just, remember that WCW movie? What was that called? It was actually about WCW with David Arquette.
Yeah.
Ready to Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the movie would have been.
The acting is bad. The story's dumb. Doesn't really make any sense.
I didn't hate Larry. Is that right?
Yeah, Larry was
I didn't hate Larry.
Yeah, Larry was an interesting character.
Yeah.
He was kind of a sleazy, kind of con artist type guy.
It should have been more about Christmas too. There should have been way more Christmas in it.
Yeah.
Way more messages of Christmas and like set design of Christmas and things like that.
Yeah. But it was watchable. I feel like it was watchable.
Don't look at me like... No.
I feel like it was watchable. Would I watch it again? Hell no.
Then how's it watchable?
I'm not going to be like around Christmas time, let's watch Santa with Muscles.
I've never understood any of your logic you've explained to me in your life.
Yeah.
This man's tripping.
I am tripping. Merry Christmas, everybody. Don't watch Santa with Muscles. But it was watchable. I feel like it was watchable.